This isn't just another Super Rugby season. In 2026, Super Rugby Pacific hits a milestone. 30 years of pure, unfiltered world-class rugby. That alone would make this year worth paying attention to. But there's a twist that's got fans buzzing from Sydney to Suva and everywhere in between. The full draw is out, and what it reveals is one of the most action-packed schedules the competition has ever put together, with 77 regular season matches laid across 16 rounds, leading into a 6-teams final series. Right out of the gate, this season grabs you by the scruff of the neck because the opening round doesn't ease anyone in, it explodes. The Crusaders and Highlanders kick things off, two of the fiercest rivals in Super Rugby history, in what's already being dubbed a South Island showdown. Both clubs have long memories and long wins, and starting the campaign with that matchup tells you everything about how intense this year's race could be. It's the kind of fixture that sends chills down fans' spines and sends casual viewers scrambling to check the schedule. Across the Tasman, Fiji and Drua welcome Moana Pacifica and Lotoko, a pairing that has grown in significance since both teams joined the competition. Each brings a unique style of play to the table. The Drua with their raw power and physical edge, Moana Pacifica with their flair and unpredictability. Matches like this are more than fixtures. They are cultural celebrations that bring communities together, and in a milestone season like this one, moments that stand out even more. On the east coast of Australia, the Waratahs host the Reds in Sydney, with both sides hungry to make an early statement. After seasons of highs and lows, these traditional rivals will be desperate to show they're ready for the challenge to the big guns. That's part of what makes this opening round so compelling. It doesn't just start the season, it sets the tone for the battles and storylines that will unfold week after week. By the time round 2 and 3 roll around, history continues to build. The Hurricanes, fresh off a home draw, begin their campaign against Moana Pacifica in Wellington, bouncing off their largest crowd of last season to try and reclaim their place among the contenders. Fans will also see the Hurricanes travel to Lotoko to face the Fijian Druin a week later, a matchup that's as much about pride as it is about the points. It's fixtures like these that remind us why Super Rugby Pacific is more than just a competition. It's a showcase of cultures, passion and styles. Every week from here on in tells its own story. The Blues, Chiefs, Brumbies and Reds all have tests on the horizon that could define their season. Home fans will mark their calendars months in advance for blockbuster days that feel like finals wrapped up inside regular rounds. Whether it's the Chiefs hosting the reigning champs in Hamilton, the Blues trying to clamp down at Eden Park, or the Brumbies setting their sights on a big win in Canberra, there's a rhythm to the schedule that keeps building the drama. And yet, even with all that intensity brewing, the true centrepiece of the entire 2026 season has to be Super Round. It's a concept that was paused after years in Melbourne, and this year it returns with a vengeance. But not in Australia. For the first time ever, Super Round comes to Ōtautahi Christchurch, turning a brand new stadium into the epicentre of the rugby world with 3 straight fixtures from April 24th to 26th. This isn't just another weekend of games. It's a festival of rugby designed to celebrate the sport, the fans, and the moment itself. Imagine 25,000 fans packed into one New Zealand stadium, the roof closed for the atmosphere, the pitch lights blazing, and 5 massive matches stacked together in one unforgettable slate. It's rugby history being made, not just played. The Crusaders set the tone on Friday night when they take on the Waratahs under the lights, a game guaranteed to be electric as the venue itself. Come Saturday, it's a lineup that reads 2 highlight reels. Hurricanes vs Brumbies, followed by Blues against the Reds. 2 games packed with speed, skill and stakes that could echo into the finals. On Sunday, as the sun dips low, Highlanders face Moana Pacifica at 2 p.m. and then the Chiefs tackle Fiji and Drua at 4:30 p.m. Each with their own storylines and subplots already unfurling by the time kickoff arrives. For any fan of fast rugby, these Super Round matches are stuff of dreams. You get contrasting styles, southern thrills, and coastal flair all in one weekend. But because it's Super Round, there's more than just the rugby. There's live music, entertainment, and a carnival atmosphere that beckons families, diehards, and even the curious who have never stepped on a foot of a stadium before. It's the kind of event that turns spectators into believers and believers into lifelong fans. Back in the week-to-week grind in the regular season, there are storylines that refuse to slow down. Look at the home key fixtures where teams will lean on their crowds like a secret weapon. The Fijian Drua and Moana Pacifica, harbouring big home crowds. Both have 7 scheduled home games, making their runs to the final contention one of the most intriguing plots of the season. That extra home advantage, 7 games instead of the usual 6, isn't just a number in a fixture list. It's a platform for momentum, confidence, and massive crowd energy that could tip tight contests their way. Then there are the finals implications. Super Rugby Pacific's playoff structure features 6 teams, the best of the best after the regular season, and this year comes with a tweak to the lucky loser mechanic. Instead of the highest ranked losing teams from the qualifying finals slipping down to the ladder too far, in 2026 they'll now slot in as the 4th seed but play away in both semi-final and grand finals if they get that far. It might sound like a minor change, but it adds a layer of strategy and suspense rare in league competitions. It means that every ladder position matters even more and teams can't afford to take any week light. As the season progresses towards its climax, every game, every try, every tactical switch matters just that little bit more. Whether it's a mid-season battle that sees a team claw back into contention or an intense rivalry that explodes on national TV, 2026 promises unforgettable moments. Fans will be watching not just for the results, but for the stories, the comebacks, the breakout stars, the coaches proving their worth under pressure. And let's not forget what makes Super Rugby Pacific so special at its core. The raw, open, breathtaking rugby the competition is known for. The offloads, the turnovers, the blistering runs down the sideline. That's the magic this league sells. And in 2026, it's selling at a full price from round 1 to the finals. This isn't a slow burn. It's a sprint with barriers, and every team knows it. The next generation of household rugby names are waiting to announce themselves, and in a season like this one big performance can turn a player from casting off prospect into genuine contender. So when fans look back at the Super Rugby Pacific 2026 years from now, they won't just remember the champion lifting the trophy. They'll remember Super Round in Christchurch and how it felt to be part of that energy. They'll recall the upsets, the home ground celebrations, the tries that turned the tide after tide, and the way every round seemed to have something worth talking about. They'll remember this as a season that didn't just mark a 30-year milestone. It lived like one. If you're planning which games you need to watch live, who to watch closely, or how you'll tell your mates you were there when history was made, 2026 is the year you're back on with pride, excitement, and maybe a little bit of disbelief at how thrilling it all was. From the opening whistle to Dunedin to the grand final showdown months later, this is the kind of rugby season that pulses through your veins and stays with you long after the whistle. Ever wanted to create your own rugby highlights channel just like this one? With my course, the YouTube Creator Toolkit, I show you exactly how I do it, from the tools I use to the templates I built. You get everything. Just copy, paste, and start creating. Learn how to grow your channel, keep viewers hooked, and turn views into income. Click the link in the description below to learn more and start your channel today. Now back to the video. If you enjoyed breaking down the full Super Rugby Pacific 2026 draw with me, make sure to give this video a like, share it with your rugby mates, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a fixture update, predictions, or match analysis as the season unfolds. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Peace!